Shalom, family. How are we? I know we've already read our word. We might have even listened to Pastor Kofi. You know I have. And I know you've already prayed. I know you have. So I won't ask you. I'm just going to say, I know you've already done those things. Okay, so thing where all my life, it's always been three something, three something. It's always been three. So I used to think three is just one of my lucky numbers or something. So now that I know what truth is, there's no luck. That's just the way the Most High and I have this little behind the scenes conversation. And three is my number. So I was trying to do a different video, and it kept messing up. So after the third time, I thought, okay, well, let me get off. So apparently, that's not the video that the Most High wants me to do. So I got off. I had written down, and I write everything down. However, there are times when I write things down and I'm like, I wonder what that meant. So when I was trying to do that other video, I saw it and I'm like, don't know what that means. And I said, well, I have to ask the Most High what it is because, I wrote it down for a reason. And so after the first video, like I said, so I'm like, okay, so I must be trying to do something else. So I think this video is supposed to come out first, and then we do the other video. I don't know why. I don't care. The Most High say do it this way. That's the way I do it. So yesterday, I had did a different video on another subject, and it made me think of something else. And I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. I was talking about how all of these different talents within us, and we just use them because we think it's going to give us a way to make some money. But the talents are for him to use for whatever reason. Like once we're working in the way, once we're in our doing what he's called us to do, then we have these little different talents that the reason that he has placed them in us for. People think, oh, I can sing really well, so I want to be a singer. And we're trying to gain money from the gift that he gave us. Anything he's put in us, it's not ours. Like just like we are don't belong to ourselves, we belong to him. So the gifts that he's given us, it's something that he gave us, and he will use them and when the time is right. And then I thought about this thing, and I remember, and it was always when it came to relationships. You want what you can't have. When you see something that you want and you want it and you can't have it, it seems like the more you want it, the more you go for it. And I started to think about that. I'm like, you know what? That's the Most High trying to help us. Accept the help. We still try to go for it and we still want it. And sometimes we get it. Then once we get it, we see we shouldn't have got it. Because that was how I was when I got married. I always said I was only going to get married once, and that's why my last name is Walker. I'm married. Okay, so in earlier videos, I talked about him, how we. I'm not going to talk about it in this video because it's one of the other videos. But anyway, we get together um, because it's like it took time. Like it took some time for us to actually get married, right? To the point where he was like, "Okay, we get married, right now," kind of thing. Um, but initially, it was like I tried and tried and tried to, I guess, make it work. Even though I knew he was not someone I should have married. I knew it before we got married. I did. I'm telling you, I knew better. But I did anyway. Okay. And the Most High was trying to save me, but I was on having this man. So he's like, you know what? Have him. And wasn't 3 months, and I was done with him, and I was ready for him to go. But I had to have him, even though it was so hard. Like I just tried my little hardest to go for it. You just, like I said, you want what you can't have, and I hear that from people. And we should, if it is something that we think we want and it is like not happening. Now, if I go for something and after the third time I still can't get it, that means I'm not supposed to. There's sometimes there are things worth fighting for. Yeah, but we need to know the difference. We need to know the difference. That's where discernment comes in. We got to pray on that thing. We got to read our word. We got to fast sometimes. We have to figure out if, okay, so is this one of those some things are worth fighting for, or is it one of those things we want what we can't have? We need to know the difference because they both look the same. Like they really do. They both look the same. So, yeah, y'all gotta, and I'm not saying y'all, I mean all of us. Trust me. Like I said, it took me some years. Three. Everything I did is three was always a number that came up, and it was just like, well, I guess I'm supposed to have three boyfriends because it's three. I can handle three. And I did. I would have three boyfriends. And the Most High probably was like, this child of mine, look at her. I know he was probably sick of me, sick of me. All praises for the Messiah, right? Because I'd have been done for, like for real, for real. Like, woo, this girl right here, she want three boyfriends. Okay, you're supposed to have one boyfriend, but okay, okay. So yeah, it took a minute for me to realize that there are things that are worth fighting for, but there are also things that we want that we just can't have, and we be trying our best to get it. So we need to know the difference. That's why we have to have an intimate relationship with them. Read, pray, use your faith, follow the laws and commandments, follow the holy days, all of those things. It all comes together. It all works. So you got to know what the difference is. And if you can't tell, ask, pray about it, and look for the answers. Listen for the answers. Don't just ask a question of the Most High and not. So he gonna answer it. He gonna answer it one way or another. But you got to see if you got to be open so that you can hear it. Like for real. I'm so serious. Whenever I ask a question, I'm looking all over the place for the answer because I know I'm going to be, he's going to respond. I know he is. He always does. I have an intimate relationship with him. He's my father. He's my Abba. I follow his will for my life like I really do. So if I ask him a question, I'm looking for the answer because I know it's coming. And if I don't get an answer, I mean, and I'll wait because sometimes the answer don't come right away. I'll wait. But at the end of the day, I don't just wait and just anticipate. No, no, no. I wait and I'm still doing my will. I'm still not my will. Ooh, forgive me for that, Abba. I'm still doing his will. I'm following his way. I am in my work. I'm still doing what I'm doing. But I do be looking to see if the answer comes. And if a couple of days go by and I don't get anything, I may ask about it again or I may not, because sometimes the no answer is your answer. You just have to have that intimate relationship with the Most High so you'll know what's what, like for real. And I mean, these are things that I'm learning as I go because, being new to the word is not easy. It's easy to get distracted. So, so easy to just stumble over to the wrong somebody and it'll take you down a road that you didn't want to go, that you wasn't anticipating to go on. So, know the difference between this is something that you want to fight for, or this is what, wait, let me say it the right way. Worth fighting for, or it's something you fighting for that you can't have, that you're always fighting for something that you not supposed to have. Let me say it the way you want what you can't. Say it the way that it makes sense because I'm stumbling over here. I don't know why. So you want what you can't have. Usually, I've seen it with my own life. But there's also been things that's been worth fighting for. So we need to know the difference so that we can figure out if we're supposed to pursue this thing or we're supposed to let our hands go. Okay. So that was a quick video for that. And look, the video didn't even mess up one time. So I told you there's a way that he and we talk to each other and he talks to me. I knew he wanted me to do this video. I told you it was written down. I just didn't know what it meant. Like, okay, you want what you can't have. Makes sense, but what was my point? So now I'm gonna go do the other video because now they kind of go together. See, the Most High always knows what's best. So anywho, I pray that this made sense. Like, share, comment, whatever. Let me know that you're still watching. I appreciate all the subscribers and read your word, pray, follow the holy days, listen to the Most High because He will talk to you through someone, something. It'll happen. He speaks to us. You just have to know that the Holy Spirit also speaks that you should and shouldn't do. But we just got to be listening and know what he sound like. And the only way you're gonna know is by listening, reading. Um, for one, reading. You gotta need read the word because the word itself is him speaking to us, right? It's the other people that are writing, they're talking to us. So read the word, follow the laws and commandments, follow the holy days, use your faith and in order to have a relationship with him. We need to do all of these things. They all work together. It all sends us down the same road to him. So, is it worth fighting for? Or is it you want what you can't have? Know the difference, family. Shalom.